Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. It's Tuesday the 10th of April. 13 years ago today, James Vaughan became the youngest ever goal scorer in the Premier League after scoring Everton's fourth goal in a 4-0 home win against Crystal Palace, and that record still stands today. So it's right, Vaughany. Let's get on to the news today. Blanc, or Blanc as they like to call him, is the latest manager to be linked with the Everton job. Yeah, what can you say? Former Manchester United defender, former France manager, has got a good reputation, I think, as a manager, but this is one I just don't see happening, despite the link, to be honest with you. It's a little bit left field, but I suppose you're always going to get these, and with these links you don't know whether it's the agent or whether it's a genuine link. But I just find it interesting. Said yesterday that there was a bit of a feeling yesterday that the Sharks were circling on Sam Allardyce for the first time, and then we left the studio and Graham Sharp apparently had said that he's not sure Sam Allardyce is the right fit for Everton, and he'd like to think that the new man has been given instructions by Farhad Moshiri to monitor Everton's last half a dozen games or so to make decisions on players ahead of next season, because we need the new manager in almost immediately the minute the season finishes, so we can get to work on trying to construct and reconstruct this unbalanced squad, which is basically what it is at the moment. So, you know, let's hope that all of these signs are signs that we can move forward as a club, because it feels like we've taken a real step backwards this season. And you know, Sam Allardyce isn't the only reason for that, of course he isn't, but I just feel as though we need to start looking more long term, get a philosophy in place and try to move forward from there. Off the back of that, Thomas Meunier, the Paris Saint-Germain right back, 26-year-old Belgian, has said that he'd consider a move to a club like Everton, Dortmund or Valencia. So nice that he's put us in to that bracket. He's not got enough game time because of obviously Dani Alves' form. He's highly rated, the 26-year-old, but we've got Seamus Coleman who plays in that position, and obviously John Joe Kenny as well, Mason Holgate. So I'm not sure, again, this is a link that would go anywhere. If he was a right back or a centre back, you'd go, yeah, I can see that, but I don't know. We'll obviously have to watch this space. Everton under 23s were in action last night, lost 4-0 against West Ham United. It was a game that saw Boris Mathis, who's just returned from Northampton. He was sent back after Dean Austin, their manager, said he needed players around the group who wanted to play for the football club, hinting that maybe Boris's attitude mightn't have been what he needs at that time. Mathis came back and played in that game, and it was a game that also saw a surprise return for Shani Tarashay, who was signed by Roberto Martinez a few years ago and hasn't been seen for a while. Went out on loan, had a knee injury and has been missing, but he returned last night. Apparently he was not great. I'm not saying what Ped's saying off camera. He didn't have the greatest return to action, but listen, been out for a long time, gonna be ring rusty, needs to play more games before anyone can assess him. And I think that's about it, apart from George Hurst. Ped's just passing me stuff. George Hurst, the young Sheffield Wednesday striker, son of David Hurst, who used to play for Sheffield Wednesday as well, has reportedly got a decision to make over the next few weeks. Everton have been hot on his tail for a year now, trying to convince him to leave Sheffield Wednesday and join Everton, join David Unsworth's side. Apparently now attracting interest from Manchester United as well. He's highly rated, he's played for England, and he's apparently got a two-way decision, Everton or Manchester United. So good luck at Old Trafford, George. Now hopefully he'll see that there's a pathway into Everton's first team and make the decision to leave Hillsborough and join David Unsworth at Finch Farm. Fingers crossed. That is it for your Everton news today. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It takes a second. Click the bell notification button if you want more videos. Join us on Patreon. See you later.